Christmas Cowboy is a pretty good film. I did enjoy it, but it's about half an hour longer than it needed to be. The beginning was really strong, the middle really dragged, and then I'd say the last 20 minutes were pretty fantastic. I'm not going to say how it ends, because I really thoroughly enjoyed it. But if perhaps you started watching it and felt like it was just dragging and dragging once we kind of got towards the middle, I'd say stick with it because it does pick back up. This was released this year in 2024. It's directed by Khoa, and I apologise if I've mispronounced that. And it's written by Eliana Ghen, and it also stars Ghen as our protagonist, Mary. And Mary is a real estate developer. And kind of against her wishes, after many years away, she has to go back to her hometown because a billionaire is trying to sell this property, and it's a great opportunity for her and the company for whom she works. And obviously, while she's there are a lot of issues with her family. Her sister really doesn't want her to be there. Her sister's a really nasty person for a lot of the film. I can understand why she reacted the way she did, but she just seemed really bitter. And that's not to say she doesn't have any character development, but it took me a long time to warm to her as the character. And the same with our billionaire character, Colton Byers. He's played by Courtney. Great performance, very well-written character, but I really didn't like him for a lot of the film. Very difficult to get on board with his character. And the film sees Mary doing some various activities, mostly at Colton's command, and she's basically competing with somebody else for this opportunity, which is not what she thought was going to be happening. She was under the impression she'd fly out, show him the plans, and then she'd fly back the same day, and now she has to stay until Christmas. Colton's very demanding, and I guess money talks. And while she's there, she reconnects with people from her past, and also a horse from her past. And she does have an emotional backstory that definitely gave it a little bit more meaning. And in general, I'd say the narrative is well written. Apart from maybe 20-30 minutes, there's no specific chunk that I think we could take out, but it just really dragged in the middle, and it really did not need to be almost 2 hours in length. It really didn't. So the pacing isn't good, but if we take out the boring fluff, we'll still have about an hour and 20 minutes of actually a solid narrative with a well-written story and well-written characters, some really strong performances, and beautiful animals. The horses are just absolutely stunning. The setting is really nice as well, according to IMDb. It is filmed in Vermont, and it's really, really nice to look at. With regards to the Christmas aspect, honestly, it's not very festive. It's definitely not a very Christmassy film, and it's not one that's going to put you in the holiday mood. This could easily be set at any time of year, and I don't think it would have really made a difference. So not the most festive film. But the story is good. The pacing isn't. The characters are very well written, but some of them are really, really frustrating and annoying. But again, those characters tend to go through some kind of character journey at some point, so it's not too bad. And Mary as a protagonist, I quite liked her. I didn't think there was anything about her that didn't work, and the performances across the board are good as well. So in general, I enjoyed it. I thought Christmas Cowboy was a good film. Definitely room for improvement, but in general, I'd say it's a decent watch, and if it sounds like the story might appeal to you, then I'd say it's worth checking out.